Hello to all of you dear ones. Welcome to the Fixed Focus program. I am Ibrahim Hashemi and this is another Fixed Focus program. In this program, we want to build the second type of steam turbine. If you have seen the previous video, we made a steam turbine with 3 nozzles, and it had good power. But the problem is that its steam consumption is high compared to the kinetic energy it gives us. It means that we actually have a waste of energy. I have provided a number of these vacuum cleaner turbines. When steam enters the turbine blade, it causes the turbine to rotate and the steam exits from here. This heater coming out of here is still under pressure and not all of its energy has been taken. Therefore, it is considered a waste of energy if we do not use this released pressure. In this video, I decided to make a steam turbine from 3 rotors with 1 nozzle. If you look at the figure on the whiteboard, I want to make the turbine like this, and the steam exiting the nozzle first hits the smaller turbine. I have chosen these 3 vacuum cleaner fan impellers. One of them is small and one is medium and the other is bigger. Now I have to put them together in a special way. For this I have made a base like this. On one side of it is an iron circular plate and on the other side an iron angle and 2 bearings are placed on both sides of it. And I want to pass these 3 vacuum cleaner blades, which for us are in rotor mode, through this long threaded rod like this. And be placed in this way. For this I need a suitable cover. In the previous video I used a small aluminum pot. This is the pot I bought and almost all parts of it have been used. In the previous program, this part was used. This part is unused. We use this part and this part in this program. Well, in order to reduce the time of the video and not take up your time, I will move the camera closer and increase the speed of the video. A very important point is that we must create a proper distance between the rotors so that the steam can easily pass through their outlet. Another point is that if we can separate each rotor from its side rotor with a fixed plate, the work efficiency will be higher. This circular plate should be like a big washer and be tangential to our rotor in such a way that it does not interfere with the rotation of the rotor and prevent steam from escaping from the edges of the rotor. Of course, this work requires extraordinary equipment and precision, and I do not use it. All the parts are ready and all the holes are done. Well, I will bring the camera closer and we will go to montage. Now the assembly work is finished and there are 3 rotors inside the steam turbine and it rotates easily, although the rotation torque has increased. The cover, which has fireproof foam, can be adjusted with 3 screws so that it is tangent to the outer rotor. If the rotation stops, loosen the screws a little so that the rotation can be done easily. And all the vapors must come out of this vent. There is a small hole below that allows water to escape. Because our turbine is small, so when the high pressure and hot steam enters the turbine, it expands and cools greatly, and therefore becomes a liquid. This small hole does not have much effect on the performance of the system and steam does not escape. Now it's time to install the nozzle. According to the location of the first rotor and the measurement, I have created a hole the size of the diameter of the nozzle in the appropriate part in front of the small rotor. Now I welded the nozzle, which is from capillary copper tubes, to a thicker copper tube like this. And I install it on the turbine like this. The important thing is that the angle of the nozzle with the first rotor should be suitable. Now I tie it with a piece of iron wire. Before closing the copper tube tightly, I direct the nozzle inside so that it is close to touching the first rotor blades. It's almost good now. Now the nozzle is also closed and the assembly work is finished. Well, it seems that there is no particular problem. Now let's see if the turbine we built will be successful in practice or not. There are 3 liters of water in this tank and now the pressure of the steam tank is almost 8 bar. Now I have to connect the turbine to the steam outlet valve, but because the distance between the tank and the steam outlet valve is large, some of the steam has turned into water. Therefore, before connecting, I have to remove the water and close the steam valve when the steam comes out. And now I connect the inlet of the steam turbine nozzle to the steam valve. The important point is that there must be a balance between the steam generation in the boiler located at the focal point of the solar dish and the steam exit. And the bigger the solar dish, the more steam production power. Now I open the steam valve. The sound of the turbine indicates that there is still some water left in the pipe. The torque of this turbine is more with 3 rotors, that's why its acceleration takes a little time. I tighten the screws of the turbine cover a little more. Fortunately, it is less noisy than the previous turbine with 3 nozzles. Of course, this turbine has good power even though it works with 1 nozzle and less steam enters the turbine. Its power is acceptable due to its torque. Of course, its rotation speed is also very high. And maybe we can reduce its speed with a gearbox and increase its power. Now an idea came to my mind that we can increase its power much more, and we will test it next week. Take care until next week, so goodbye until next week.